What was the last Final Fantasy that you played?
I have never played a Final Fantasy game in my life.
Get him. He's yours. Okay, in fairness, my last Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy X-2. And this is number 16. We're watching the trailer for 16.
Look, man. Look. When I was growing up, we didn't have consoles in our house. Okay, that's not completely true. A couple times we were allowed to have consoles in the house, but my dad got rid of them because we were playing them too much. That was a Super Nintendo.
Oh, Super Nintendo,
which is great,
classic, bro.
And a Sega. At one time, we had a Sega.
Oh, you had a Sega too?
Yes.
Wow, look at you.
But not at the same.
Usually, it was like one or the other. Like nobody ever got.
It was never at the same time.
Wow.
It was not at the same time. And when we had our Sega, that's when everything else was coming out that was cooler. We never had a 64. I did have a Game Boy once, but I broke it because Killer Instinct made me really mad. Yes, I was sitting in the front seat of
I had a Game
car.
Boy.
I was playing it, and I couldn't beat Beowulf or whoever the wolf guy was in that, and I just threw it outside the window, blasted the whole screen, and my parents were like, "Nah, we're not buying
another one."
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And so
I played so much Kirby's Dream Land on that thing. The brick, it was so good.
Well, so my gaming experience really came from being at other friends' houses, or when we would visit our grandfolks. My uncle was there, and he had all the consoles, but he never had Final Fantasy. He wasn't
really into it then.
I don't know that he wasn't into it. He just was not. It's not something that he shared with us. If he was into it, he got us into Diablo and the old Mario's, the 64 with Mario Kart, Turok 2. I mean, all that stuff. So I've never been around people. I've never had an influence of Final Fantasy. So I understand people might want to come after me for never playing one. But give me a reason why I should. And
so we lived in Japan when I was young, and Final Fantasy's, I mean, huge. And so at some point, Final Fantasy X was like, I mean, it broke the world. Everybody was like blown away by this game. So we actually ended up having that game at some point, and I played the snot out of it. Loved it. Thought it was great. Then went on and played Final Fantasy X too. However, I have not played one since. So I'd be curious. I'd be curious to get back into the Final Fantasy scene. I've seen Final Fantasy 15. I've seen other people playing it. I'd be curious to see if this Final Fantasy 16 is it the one that brings me back into the zone. I don't know. Let's find out.
Check out the trailer now. We've reacted to a trailer before, I believe.
I think so. Yeah, like the teaser trailer.
Marches on. These people live with a knife to their throat.
You have
Assassin's
to believe
Creed?
us.
Wait.
We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Ooh,
We
that
never
guy's creepy.
asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Ooh, damn.
Every
that
time
didn't
you
work.
show your faces, it is we who suffer.
Obviously a popular franchise. This is the 16th game.
You'd better hope so.
Well, this is the 16th game in the main, like in the main
You mean to tell me
like
the
line.
mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
To hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way.
That dude has got a recognizable voice. I've heard that before.
For what you've done.
Why aren't you dead? You got branded.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
I was forced to kill. You do it by choice.
They don't believe in me. They believe in the powers that dominant.
You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
Ever led astray by your blind resolve. And thus is the light of hope severed.
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Come to me, Ifrit!
But he just go, what's it called, Super Saiyan?
Nah, yeah, he like just summoned Megazord.
Enough of this. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world.
Man, some of those boss fights look crazy cool.
It has made you forget yourself.
I don't want to be a monster. Clive.
I have to stop him! I have to save them!
I made a promise to my friends, and it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
Really cool.
Your efforts will avail us no.
I'm just now realizing how loud this
We
is.
fight, we survive, we endure. We don't need a reason.
Oh. Okay.
Fate will fall.
Interesting.
Looks like you play as multiple different characters, maybe, in that.
Yeah, I know that the games have evolved since 10 and 10.2, but like I remember in 10 it was very much about like you're making friends with all these other characters to help you fight and go through the game. Very much like a Mass Effect or a Dragon Age kind of thing, except for it was it was Final Fantasy. But I'd be interested in watching some people check it out before I go all in on it. I don't know about you.
We know our good friend Arto Jim is excited for this.
Yes, yeah,
he's kind of our resident Final Fantasy expert.
That's right.
Honestly, he's kind of our resident expert on everything. He's just so smart.
True. He kind of, for some reason, he remembers the lore for everything.
He remembers every word that's ever been said to him. He's incredible.
Like I say Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well the story was this, and this," and I'll be like, "I don't remember that."
Yeah, he's so good. I wish we had him here to discuss this one today because I mean it looks cool. The combat looks fun. Very colorful. I feel like is this considered anime as well?
It is. It's a style of anime. It's like 3D CGI anime.
So I'll admit, like this is the most interesting looking anime I've seen in
yeah.
Games.
This isn't like a drawn pen and painted anime. This is a CGI painted. Anime. So it's kind of it's interesting.
I mean, it looks pretty. It looks like they got some decent voice acting in there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no joke.
I want to, if you guys know who that one male dude is, I mean, his voice is so familiar. I can't pinpoint where I've heard that voice before, but it's like one of those voices, you hear it and you're like, I know I've heard that before.
Yeah. You're like, I know his voice.
Can't pinpoint it. Look, I want to maybe find the first Final Fantasy game to get into. Let us know down in the comments. Is this going to be a game that a brand newcomer can just jump in and play without having to play the other 20,000 that they've made before this? Is it something I could just jump into and check out? And let us know why I should get into Final Fantasy. Maybe learn me a little bit about the story and about what's going on. I guess, or link me at someone else's YouTube clip and I'll go watch their story breakdown of Final Fantasy. It's just one of those titles that's so big and it's like, how have I not played it? As time goes on, it's like I've never gotten into that. I've never played them. I don't know. It's like they're Final Fantasy 20. Why should I hop in now, right?
Right. And I don't so the thing is that I think each one is just a totally different story.
Oh, that's cool. I like
that. As far as I know, because the characters are all completely different.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's not a character in this game that is recognizable from previous games.
As far as I know, no.
Huh.
Somebody could learn me something here if there are characters that maybe cross over a little bit, but as far as I remember, they're all brand new. Like every single one is different.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting. Well, hey, let us know if you guys are excited for Final Fantasy XVI coming out soon. Because this right here is the Salvation launch trailer that we just watched. And leave a comment down below. Let us know what you're thinking about it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Later.